You're watching Vnews Bulletin. Among our foreign and other headlines as usual. Vietnam to develop strategic infrastructure to lure more Republic Korea investment. First batch of green skin pomelos shipped to the U.S. And later on, Ho Chi Minh City Tourism Week in full swing. President Nguyễn Xuân Phúc paid a state visit to the Republic Korea from December 4th to 6th. The following are his activities as part of the visit. President Nguyễn Xuân Phúc on December 6 met with Speaker of the Republic Korea National Assembly Kim Chien-pyo as part of his official visit to the East Asian nation. They expressed their delight at the upgrade of Vietnam-Republic Korea ties to comprehensive strategic partnership. They said it's necessary to further strengthen ties between the country's national assemblies and political parties. The two sides agreed teaming up to maintain supply, strengthen economic cooperation, and encourage Korean enterprises to expand their investment in and technology transfer to Vietnam. They said they will assist the Vietnamese and Republic Korea governments and businesses in implementing measures to raise bilateral trade to $100 billion by 2023 and $150 billion by 2030 as targeted. President Nguyễn Xuân Phúc attended the Vietnam Republic Korea Business Forum in Seoul on December 6. The Vietnamese state leader said he hopes through the forum, bilateral economic, trade and investment partnership will enter a new and brighter chapter. Underlining the similarities in cooperation targets and interests between the two countries, Vietnam and the Republic Korea both high potential for collaboration in digital transformation, green growth, new energy and big data, among others. Republic Korea Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Economy and Finance Cho Kyung-ho highlighted a number of measures to promote bilateral cooperation and partnership between the business communities of the two countries in the next 3 decades. He suggested the two sides strengthen collaboration in the supply chain to ensure economic security amid the COVID-19 pandemic and the global economic division. Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính chaired a meeting between permanent government members and some ministries and sectors on December 6 to discuss macroeconomic, fiscal and monetary policies. In his remarks, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính pointed out the global situation has still witnessed complex and unpredictable developments over the last 11 months. In Vietnam, over the years of combating COVID-19, the health of the economy has been eroded, while the country has also had to cope with external shocks and rectified operations of the stock, real estate, and corporate bond markets to ensure their transparency, safety, and sustainability. Prime Minister Chính said the government and Prime Minister have ordered ministries, sectors and localities to grasp the situation, take measures to tackle difficulties facing the economy. He requested government officials, ministries and sectors review their performance of the Cabinet and Prime Minister's instructions, step up situation analysis and forecasting, propose tasks and measures for fulfilling the targets for 2022, and prepare for the implementation of duties next year. Defense Minister of Mongolia Saikan Beyagruz is paying official visit to Vietnam. We join the minister to see how his trip is processing.
On December 6, Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh gave a reception for Mongolian Defense Minister Skan Beyagruz. The Prime Minister affirmed that Vietnam always considers Mongolia to be its important partner in the region. He expressed his hope that the traditional friendship between Vietnam and Mongolia will continue to develop more effectively. The Prime Minister suggested the two sides continue to strengthen relations in various areas, establish direct flights and boost cooperation in digital transformation. Minister Skan Beyagruz said that Vietnam remains an important and reliable partner of Mongolia, and Mongolia wishes to upgrade its relations with Vietnam. Earlier, General Phan Van Giang chaired a ceremony to welcome the Mongolian Defense Minister. Mongolia's Defense Minister Skanbai August expressed his desire to strengthen cooperation with Vietnam in officer training, military medicine, military sports and exchange of experiences in UN peacekeeping operations. The two sides emphasized the importance of maintaining a peaceful and stable environment, cooperation and development, as well as settling disputes by peaceful means on the basis of international law.
National Assembly Chairman Vương Đình Huệ is on official visit to New Zealand. His visit is made at the invitation of Speaker of the House of Representatives Adrian Ruraway. National Assembly Chairman Vương Đình Huệ held talks with Speaker of the New Zealand House of Representatives Adrian Ruraway in Wellington on December 6. Chairman Huệ told his host Vietnam gives high priority to strengthening ties with New Zealand. Ruraway described Vietnam as the favorite destination for New Zealand people, with about 40,000 arrivals to the country each year before the pandemic. The two sides agreed on the need to further strengthen economic trade investment cooperation, making it a driving force for development of bilateral ties. Apart from traditional cooperation fields of education, training, tourism, they urge expanding joint work into new and promising areas such as digital transformation, energy transition, and climate change. Hosts and guests agreed to build a cooperation agreement between the two legislators to create a legal framework for their ties, continue facilitating the exchange of delegations to share experience on legislation and personnel training, especially English language training among their committees and officers. National Assembly Chairman Vương Đình Huệ on December 6 told New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern there's room for the two countries to further beef up their cooperation with a target of $2 billion in two-way trade in 2024. National Assembly Chairman Huệ suggested that the two sides further strengthen collaboration in aviation and tourism with the operation of more direct flights. Agreeing with the Vietnamese National Assembly Chairman's proposals, Prime Minister Ardern held New Zealand is keen on continuing to explore the Vietnamese market and cooperation opportunities in economy, trade and investment with Vietnam. She said she hopes the two countries will continue to strengthen cooperation in education, affirming that New Zealand is ready to create favorable conditions for Vietnamese workers to work in New Zealand in prioritized areas such as healthcare, construction, and agriculture. After nearly 6 years of negotiations, Vietnam has obtained a license from the U.S. Department of Agriculture for the export of fresh pomelos. This is the 7th Vietnamese fruit to be granted permission to be exported to the demanding market, joining mangoes, longans, lychees, dragon fruit, rambutan, and star apples.
The first shipment of 2 tons of fresh pomelos from Vietnam to the U.S. demonstrates the prestige, quality, and professionalism of producers, exporters, and regulatory agencies in meeting safety requirements from the U.S.
We hope that more and more Vietnamese pomelo varieties will be able to enter the U.S. market because each variety has its own taste.
They are delicious, and everyone in my family loves Vietnamese pomelos.
All pomelo batches to be shipped to the U.S. must be irradiated at U.S.-recognized irradiation establishments under the supervision of the U.S. Animal and Plant Health Inspection Service and the Plant Protection Department. A report from the General Department of Vietnam Customs shows that Vietnam's fruit and vegetable exports reached $2.75 billion in the first 10 months of this year. Exports to the U.S. hit $219 million, up 19% over the same period last year and accounting for 10.5% of total export turnover of Vietnam fruits and vegetables.
State Bank of Vietnam has recently raised cap on local banking system credit growth for this year by 1.5 to 2 percentage points. The move comes after the impact from outside situation cooled down.
Vietnam's central bank said 10 establishment banks with good liquidity and offering low interest rates will be eligible for an increase in the credit growth. Governor of the State Bank of Vietnam, Nguyễn Thị Hồng, asked the local banking system to offer credit to priority sectors, including business and production, agriculture, SMEs, and supporting industry, among others, contribute to accelerating the national economy, coupled with the government's orientation. The central bank said it would closely monitor the situation, control term risks, guarantee the good liquidity for businesses, laborers, and consumers in the traditional New Year or Tết to come.
Vietjet has decided to resume direct flights connecting Đà City of Vietnam and Bangkok of Thailand after a 3-year hiatus caused by the COVID-19 pandemic.
According to the low-cost carrier, there will be 4 return flights a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, with flight time of about 1 hour 45 minutes per leg, and ticket price of 360,000 Vietnam dong, or some $15. The resumption of the Đà-Lạt-Bangkok route offers more choices for passengers from both countries and simultaneously contributes to promoting tourism and economic recovery in the region and the two countries.
The second in the series of tourism, sports, music events for domestic and foreign visitors is underway at the ongoing Ho Chi Minh City Tourism Week.
This 2022 edition is larger and has more diverse activities than in previous years. It will feature a hot air balloon festival, an international marathon, and a music festival. Visitors will also be treated to performances of traditional music and modern dance, folk games, and calligraphy, among others.
This is a good chance for me to share my travel experiences in the city where I live.
A host of talk shows are also scheduled, focusing on green tourism, while an exhibition of paintings and urban sketches on the southern economic hub's symbols and tourist attractions by the Urban Sketcher, a group of professional architects, will be held for the first time.
We work closely with the city's cultural sector to create this event, so that travel lovers know when and where it is organized, and to introduce visitors to Ho Chi Minh City.
For the festive week, until December 11th, tourism companies and accommodation, shopping, and dining services providers have introduced hundreds of discount programs for both local people and tourists.
The 15th edition of the Cultural, Sports and Tourism Festival of ethnic minority groups in the northwestern region has wrapped up in Phu Thọ province, leaving spectators with unforgettable memories.
The festival has become a bridge to boost exchanges in cultural promotion among ethnic minority groups in the northwestern region, helping to boost socio-economic development in localities. It features the special characteristics of each group in the region, from traditionals to development processes and efforts in integration. Visiting cultural colors of ethnic minority groups in the northwestern region, the festival gathers together more than 1,000 artisans, artists, actors, and athletes from Phu Thọ, Hòa Bình, Điện Biên, Lai Châu, Lào Cai, Yên Bái, and Sơn La provinces. Activities rich in the cultural characteristics of the ethnic minority groups in the region affirm the vitality of the cultural values over time amid integration.